What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all my YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. All right. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only. Not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, it's going to be some information that's going to help you win. It's gonna help you win. Today's video, we're talking about credit card fraud. My fault, y'all. Credit card fraud, and it's a lot of different credit card fraud scams and schemes and methods going on. Just making a lot of scammers some money, and a lot of people don't understand what what comes with credit card fraud. And a lot of people hear about credit card fraud, and a lot of people see credit card fraud being done, and a lot of people hear about the dark web. A lot of people just hear and see a lot of different things. So with this video, we were talking about credit card fraud and how you can keep yourself safe and protected from it, because there's a lot going on, because every day millions and billions of people are using debit card and credit cards. And every time you use your information at a POS machine online, this information is being stored on a database, and it's hacks and compromises and things going on every day, which is allowing hacker scammers and fraudsters to be able to get a hold of this information and be able to use it. So let's get into these gems. All right. So credit card fraud. Like I tell you guys any other time, wherever there's some money being made, there's going to be some type of fraud or scam being committed. And that's just point blank period, because people see that it's making some money. Just like how you can make money off watches and jewelry, they got fake jewelry. Just like you can make money off shoes and tennis shoes, they got fake tennis shoes. Just like people wear designer clothes and all that, they got fake designers. Just like they got it's money being made everywhere, anywhere, and there's gonna be some type of scam or fraud being committed. So credit card fraud. Everybody has a debit card. Everybody has a credit. Most people have credit cards, and anybody can get a prepaid debit card. And people are starting to figure out new ways and new schemes how to utilize them. So debit cards. How are scammers utilizing people's debit cards or getting people's debit card information? Well, there's a lot of different ways a scammer can come across somebody's debit card information. Skimmers. People use ATMs, go to Walmart, go to the gas stations, go to all these different places every day, and we use our cards. We tap, insert, or swipe, right? And on these devices, these POS machines, there are skimmers. And a skimmer is basically a cover of the exact machine. And every time you use your card on that POS machine, the cover is recording that information, and they can pop it off, and it looks exactly like the POS machine, but it's just like a cover. Like, you know, you put a cover on a toy or something, like you just push the toy in, like push the, like, okay, say you got an action figure, and the action figure got a sword, and you can just take the sword and push it in. That's how the skimmers are. They just on top of the regular POS machines, but the skimmer is basically a cover of the exact same thing, so you would never know unless you mess with it and see. So people are using these skimmers at ATMs. Wherever you insert your card, it could be a skimmer. Card ports look just like the real um card insertion ports. Keypad, there's skimmers on keypads. You can lift it up and it'll be the exact same thing, but the one on top will be a skimmer. And people are getting people's credit gas pumps. People are inside the gas pump, skimmers inside the gas pump. So whoever used their card outside at that gas pump, that information will be recorded on that skimmer. People working at restaurants late night. You go to a restaurant, people use your debit card or credit card. You get them their card, they shut that window. You never know what they're doing behind that window. They could have MSR X6s. They could have readers and writers, card readers and writers, swiping your card, reading that information, and you would never know. People are breaking into people's cars. People are stealing from people. There's so many different ways people are trying to get a hold of credit cards and debit cards. Now, people are starting to realize where the money is. There's more money on the business side than it is on the personal side, meaning that most people are broke. But most people who have businesses and business credit and debit cards and credit cards and business bank accounts, those are the people who mainly have money, those accounts and those type of things. So scammers and fraudsters are starting to think smarter and starting to target business accounts instead of personal accounts, because the average American is broke, but the average business has some type of revenue being generated. So scammers and fraudsters are taking the extent to compromise bank accounts, get into these bank accounts, but they're not going for personal bank accounts. They're going for business bank accounts. And what they're doing is, once they get into that person's business bank account, once they get into that person's when you get in their business bank account, you can see their debit card information, all that type of stuff. So what they're doing is it's called reaping, it's IBAN numbers, right? So they're basically getting this person's digital card and putting it on an Android phone and using it. Then you got people who are getting that person's debit card information, writing it on a blank card, and then there's places that you can go that you can actually on the dark web that you can go and buy different banks' debit cards. So they'd be blank debit cards or credit cards, whatever they look like. And it's a lot of places on the dark web where you can go buy blank bank debit cards, meaning that whatever that debit card is, that bank has and how it looks, you can order a blank one or multiple blank ones of it. And you can read and write anything and everything that you want to write on it. Which is why the dark web is becoming so dangerous, because as this world is in a tough situation right now, almost everybody is broke. More people are starting to want to try some type of scam or some type of fraud to get some type of money quick, fast, and in a hurry, and a lump sum of it. And people are trying all different type of methods, from cash app methods, crypto methods, whatever that they see people making money with, and they're trying it. And scammers and hackers are just as aware as the people, meaning that they're aware of people wanting certain things. So they figure out how to get a hold of these things. Like I said, there's networks on the dark web where where scammers or hackers, whoever they are behind the scenes, behind the site, that has actual U.S. bank debit cards, blank bank debit cards, and you can read and write whatever information that you want on it for the scammer, if that's what they wanted to do, and credit cards. So people are getting hip to these things on the dark web, buying those type of cards, getting this type of information with the skimmers, reading them and writing them on these cards, and then going out using them. And that's why I tell you guys all the time about keeping y'all information safe. Every time you use your debit or credit card at any of these POS machine places, your information is stored in that database. And just think about how many times you use your card throughout the day, throughout the month, and how many different places. It's I don't care how safe security is. It's always safe to every so often change your card, get a new number. So if that information was on a database that was compromised and that number was there, that old number, it'll no longer be valid because you change your debit card number and information every so often, staying steps ahead. So credit card fraud is definitely starting to it's an evolution because people are starting to figure out ways to be able to get slicker. And like I said, places on the dark web that you can actually buy any company's, like they make any company check for you. So like you say, I need, so say a scammer or fraudster went in there and say, hey, I want some Walmart checks for blah 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 blah. They make that, and it'll be the exact Walmart check, how it looks and everything, pay stub, all that. Debit cards. I need a blah 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 bank debit card, blank cards. They'll send whatever amount that you ask for in that bank's actual debit cards, and you can read or write whatever that you want on it. So it'll be like there, it'll be that card, and on the back it'll be printed information, fraudulent information, of course, like fake information. It's getting real out here when it comes to these scams and frauds and schemes because the world is evolving and is more people and more some depression and more people become less financially off. People gonna want to figure out quick ways how to get some money. You know, people feel as if scams and frauds and schemes are the quickest way to make some money, so they try it. Like I said, scams and fraud is up 600 to 800% since COVID-19. So when everybody's doing the PPP loans and all that stuff, it's more scamming going on now than it is then. It's way more. It's like the world. Y'all see the world. It's like a dark cloud of scamming, just slowly but surely covering it because it's always some type of scam fraud, some type of scam text message, some type of scam email, some type of scam account on Instagram, social media accounts, some type of Indian scammer, African scammers, all different type of stuff going on. So it's always about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of all these type of things because it can be entertaining. People could want to be entertained by see things on the dark web and whatever, but nobody wants it to happen to them. So it's all about staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware. Norton LifeLock, monitor and order get your Norton LifeLock because it'll monitor all your accounts, all your personal information. So if anything was suspicious what to happen to any of your accounts or any social media accounts, you will be notified. You can go check out, see what's going on, and they also monitor the dark web to make sure none of your information is on there. So make sure you guys are getting your Norton LifeLock accounts and staying safe. Also, make sure you guys are freezing all three of your credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. Nobody can get any type of accounts in your name. No credit cards, loans, lines of credit, auto loans, nothing. All right. So make sure you guys are freezing your credit bureaus, all three if you're not utilizing them. And also make sure you guys are changing every so often, changing debit cards, getting new information because your information is stored on so many different accounts and it's always some type of hack or compromise going on. So staying safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware will keep you safe, keep you more cautious, and keep you aware of what's going on. Because if you don't know what's going on and it happens in front of you, you won't the red flags won't alert you. But after you listen to my information and you hear what I'm saying and you connecting the dots, you never know. You might go out in the world and see something that I talked about happen. Now the red flags are boom. Now you know how to stay more safe, more cautious, and now you are aware. So you won't become a victim, and you can potentially keep somebody from becoming a victim. Like this is why I teach this information, so you can have the knowledge, the information, and the resources to be safe, to be more cautious, and be more aware. And at the same time, some people like to be entertained. So with that being said, shout out to all my Real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there. Because without y'all, there be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 unlimited gems are $1,000, but for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 250, 10 seats. We gonna talk about anything and everything that y'all need to talk about, want to talk about, from business, credit, personal credit, investing, passive income, real estate, wholesaling, life problems, business problems, questions, you name it. We're going to talk about it all. In these videos will end up on my podcast. So make sure you guys are ready to have intellectual conversations and have fun. All right. Also, make sure you guys book y'all Sealing Crypto Tour in-person limited gyms, $3,500, $500 deposit. The rest of the money in person. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $2,500, 30 days. Anything you need help with, let's get to work. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato app, Millionaire Network. Still looking for people for the production company. Still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamer streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the all notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitch, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Make sure y'all check it out, the crypto world, because it's changing people's lives, right? And with that being said, it's your boy King Hussle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Peace.